Hey guys, today we're going to give you the scoop on all of our dirt. Yeah, so when I'm talking about dirt, I'm talking about our garden dirt. So what I wanted to do was show you guys the progress that our Back to Eden style mulch garden has made since January. So it's been roughly 7 months since January here. And I wanted to kind of show you what the ground looked like before. We actually have some video footage from before we even started the Back to Eden garden. And also I just wanted to show you a side-by-side comparison of the ground right here and then the ground underneath the mulch. So come on over here and I'll show you. So as you can see, it's pretty darn bone dry. So I'm gonna just take this and try to dig into this. And it's just where there isn't clay and where there isn't rock, it's just dry, like almost like dead soil, you know. And it's very difficult to dig into. If you can imagine, last year our garden just went to garbage really fast because we kind of gave up on it. There were so many weeds and it was extremely difficult to actually weed the garden. So yeah, trying to pull weeds out of this was very difficult because it's like trying to pull a weed out of a rock, you know. As you can see, we have not gotten any good rain. We had some small, really light rain here almost a month ago. But aside from that, it's more like 2 or 3 months since we've gotten any really decent rain. And you can see it. I mean, listen to that. That's our ground. I'm not even hitting. Nope, that's not a rock. That's just our ground. So last year, our vegetable garden just didn't do good at all. And as you can see from the other videos that we've been uploading, our vegetable garden is doing amazing this year. And because that we actually started with the manure, we were worried that we wouldn't get any vegetable yield at all. But I think it's a testament to how well this mulch retains moisture and how well it actually releases more nutrients back into the ground as it starts to compost. So if you would like to actually know how we started our Back to Eden garden, there's actually a video right there that we've done that kind of outlines the process of how we started our garden. If you want to check that out, go ahead. Why don't you come on and follow me into the garden? I'll show you what this dirt looks like inside of here underneath the mulch. So as you can see, everything is just like doing amazing this year. It's absolutely awesome. But you can go pretty much anywhere and see. This is bone dry on top, the mulch itself. But as you just start to pull back these layers, you just slowly start to see more and more moisture. And we have not gotten rain, you guys. And I have not watered this. You can already see it's turning black. I'm hoping the camera actually picks it up good enough. This is not to say that with this short bit of progress on this mulch that all of this is composted yet. It's starting to, but just the moisture retention alone is crazy. You can see right here some of this is starting to get squishy, like it's starting to compost down into soil. But look at this, you guys. Look at all that moisture. So I'll stop teasing you and go ahead and dig into this a little bit. Look at this. You saw what that ground looked like over there. More like gray, almost looked like concrete. And this is what the top of this looks like. This is how dry it is. It's like a dang desert over here right now. But look how easy it is to dig into this. And as years come, or as years go by, should I say, and all this starts to break down, like you'll literally just be able to dig in this with your hands. And I can already do that. It's so moist. You see this? Completely transformed our ground. And something else that this mulch has done has brought in so many worms. So all those earthworms that come in and help break down your soil and make your soil so much more healthy. whenever we want worms for fishing, we used to actually go and look under stumps and stuff, but we could just as easily come in the garden and dig up a little bit of this mulch, find all the worms that we would like to use for fishing. Alright, so another really awesome thing, as you've probably seen in that other video if you watched it already, this style of gardening is great for keeping weeds away. So you are always going to get weeds, even with the fancy stuff you buy from the store. Weeds always seem to pop up through just about any barrier, including this one, okay? But what this type of gardening does is when you do see a weed, which they are not near as common, they're super easy to pull up, which is awesome. So if you look at something just like this here, just this grass, you know, this type of thing would normally be extremely difficult to pull up and get all the roots and everything, but in this type of gardening, it all just comes right up. Yep, root and all just comes right up. No fighting it. It's because of how moist this ground is. I mean, look. Oh, look, there's a worm right there. Or as Asher calls it, wormies. He's like, put me back in the ground, I'm hungry. But yeah, this is just super moist. Look at this, it's everywhere. Not making this stuff up, you guys. It has made a huge world of difference to our garden. Again, this is the very first year we've done this, and as this mulch actually breaks down, it's going to constantly, over time, release more and more nutrients into the ground, while always providing that moisture barrier. And because this was our first year, we feared that the heat coming from that manure that wasn't even fully composted yet would make it to where we couldn't grow anything. But look at this. Well, there it is, guys. It's the proof that this type of gardening actually does work. It's that back to Eden mulch style gardening. Tons of moisture retention. It makes this soil completely transform from whatever type of soil you already currently have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that's the scoop.